Hey everyone, I'm Allison.
I'm Bryce.
And we're Better Half Reviews. And today we are talking about On the Table, and we're going over the month of April. This is going to be coming out a little bit late because, well, we were busy moving and packing and unpacking, so it happens.
But we're here.
Yes, we made it. If you watched our videos before, you'll notice it looks a little bit different. Hopefully you notice it looks a little bit different, because it is different. All right. So, On the Table is where we talk about the games that were on our table. We also talk about games that we acquired or borrowed, and just random other stats that we use from the Board Game Stats app, and try to make it a little bit fun for you. So we'll ask questions along the way. Feel free to write down your answers or type them out in the comments and see if you got them right. All right. So what games did we play this month? Let's show you.
It's a little bit of a light month.
Yeah. And I actually didn't get like a heavy stack this time for our like shelf by shelf segments or some other things. I'm like, oh, holding up all the heavy stuff. So thanks.
You're welcome.
I kind of divvied them out that way anyway, but all right. So just a quick look. We played Magical Unicorn Quest. This was on Kickstarter. It just finished its campaign and was successful. And we have The Crew card game. HoverDome, which is currently on Kickstarter, will be finishing in a couple days by the time this comes out, I think. Go back this. It's a fun racing game. Star Wars Unlock. It's got 3 different unlocks within them, so we're partway through that.
We have Lost Empires.
This one was on Kickstarter, but they actually canceled it. But they're going to relaunch later on with some improvements, and you should definitely keep an eye on that one.
Then we have Cubitos. And Space Base.
All right. Not pictured, we also played Crown of Amara. And I think that's the only one you don't have an actual physical copy of, because we played that at MV Board Gaming's house. We actually were at their house and played a game with people in person. That was so cool. Anyway, so of all the games that we just mentioned, which one do you think is the most played game for the month of April? I just went through the Jeopardy theme, but I didn't go through all of it. So, do you have guesses? Did you look at the notes?
I did not look at the notes this time.
What's your guess?
Honestly, I really don't know.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah, April felt like an age ago.
Well, it's also the end of May, so...
Maybe The Crew?
Yeah. So, most played game is The Crew. I mean, it's easy to get several rounds of this in, and we played it several times. We even played it on, like, the hotel end table between the beds and stuff. We were, like, playing it on the tiny little piece of desk that was left over. So yeah, we've been playing that one a little bit. We still have a ways to go through the campaign, but it's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
All right. Now, the best part of this, well, it hasn't really been the best part. But anyway, so who has the best winning percentage?
I think this is the best part of it.
Yeah, he usually wins, okay? Spoilers. So, who do you think has the best winning percentage this month? And maybe guess a number. Okay. The answer is, it's a tie. Ha! So, okay, when it's late in the month, like it's almost the end of May, and Bryce was like, we should just skip it, or skip doing this segment, or
we should combine
it. But I was like, no, because I finally am almost there, because I've lost like every single time, and we are tied at 61%. So we had to have its own segment for April, because I tied. I didn't lose, I tied. Anyway, there you go.
Oh, I'm surprised we tied, because I don't know, I remember winning a couple games that you didn't, and we had a lot of, I don't know.
There were some other games that I won that you didn't, and then there were games that we both lost against other people.
Yeah.
Because we played Space Base with Smash Up Guy, and what did we call it?
Mrs. Smash Up Guy.
No, it's not Mrs. That's what I said on accident. I can't remember. Smash Up Gal.
Smash Up Gal, yeah.
His wife. And then Kibitos, we played with Envy Board Gaming and HoverDome.
I won, though.
Okay, well, whatever. And we had some other co-ops, and I think I played some solo games somehow. I don't remember.
Solo games.
Anyway, so we tied. Enough said. Okay. So then, what is your pick? Well, we're going to tell you our favorite pick of the month for the games. Do you have yours? Slim pickings this time.
Yeah.
Not that these games aren't good or anything, but we don't have a lot to choose from. But
yeah, I have mine.
And then don't forget Crown of Amara as well. Okay, what's yours?
I'm going to say Crown of Amara.
I knew it.
Because I won. No, but it was a really interesting game. It had some interesting choices. I don't really remember playing too much of it. Like, I can't describe how you play the game at all, but I remember being interested in it, and like, you move some pieces, or you can choose to move other pieces, and
it has a lot of strategic choices where you can build up really good rounds, and he's really good at that, so obviously he would pick that. And it was good. I'm not going to pick that because I feel like I want to play that one more. I'm going to pick Space because it's just a good classic, and it had been a while since we had played it, and it was so nice to play it with 4 people total instead of just 2, or every once in a while we get to play 3-player. So it was really fun to play that with 4 people.
Mm-hmm. We also played Cubitos 4 people, which that was close for me. I almost picked that just because it was fun racing with more people. It was the first time we played it with more than 2.
Yep. That can be said with a lot of games.
Well.
But yeah. So those are our picks of the month. And now we're going to talk about the sad part, which is not much of anything. We usually update on our 10x10 challenge and my solo 5x5 challenge. I drew a little face on my notes, and it looks like this. We didn't do anything because we were packing and moving, so...
We didn't have most of our games anyway, and we didn't pick any games that were on our 10x10 or 5x5.
Correct. These are the games that we brought in a box with us across the country, and some of them we even attained along the way, and we'll talk about that later. So yeah, we didn't get anywhere with our 5x5 or 10x10, but now that we are here, we are hoping to get into some of our games. Right?
Yeah.
We picked a lot of big ones, but we'll get there. I know it's the same excuse every time, but something will happen next time. Actually, May is almost done. It depends on if people come and visit us this weekend or not. Anyway. Okay, so so what are our goals? What are some of your goals for gaming or in the board game genre?
Wow, this is a question out of nowhere.
Well, we usually talk about goals. My goal is to, if people visit us this weekend, play Pandemic Legacy Season 0.
Okay. My goal is to play Call to Adventure, because we're borrowing that, and we're gonna have to return that soon.
Yes. Oh, and my other goal is I want to play some of our newer games that we recently acquired that we'll talk about in our next segment. And I also really, really want to try to play one of my 5x5s. Yep. Okay. So now let's talk about the games that we acquired or purchased in some way. All right, we got so many games in April.
Woohoo!
Not really. Let's see. We bought 2 of them, inherited one, and traded for the other one. So not too bad. We straight up bought these 2 at a local game store around the area, and because the crew, we've been wanting to have our own copy of it, and we figured it would be good to like play while we were in the hotel and traveling and stuff because it was small and easy to play.
Mm-hmm. And that same reasoning went into this purchase, but we still haven't played it, so...
Yeah, it got set aside because of like unpacking and stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, I never even opened it, so I have like an unboxing video like 2 weeks after purchasing it. But I am super excited to play this one because it can be a solo game or with other people.
Yeah, and the cards look really cool.
And then this one, Star Wars Unlock, we traded Puerto Rico with MV Board Gaming to get this because Puerto Rico just wasn't getting played and, you know, something different to try.
And it wasn't getting played because...
You need 3 people at
Well,
least.
that, and it's just not your favorite game.
Yeah.
Not your favorite style of game.
Yeah.
And we only kept it around because I liked it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
And then this one we inherited from the Happy Meeples. Along our travels, we stopped by their house, and they had several of these Funkoverses, and they gave us one.
Yeah.
So we haven't tried a Funkoverse game before. I haven't really looked into them a ton, besides they have the cool figurines, but now we have a Velociraptor, which is pretty sweet. So we'll try the game. Hopefully we like it. If we don't, we got some cool little collectible pieces, or our son will just take those. But anyway, so that's what we acquired in the month of April. All right, so that's our On the Table segment for April. Not too much gaming, but we have a lot going on. Still fit in some games, which is pretty awesome. And we'll see what happens next month. We mostly know because it's the end of May already, but oh well. All right, I'm Allison.
I'm Bryce, and we're Better Half Reviews.
Happy gaming.
Have fun.
Boop-de-boop-de-boop, boopy-boop, boopy-doopy-doo.